Hey, it's Amber here at the B.E.E.Channel. I know it's been quite a while since I posted a video. Just wanted to check in with you guys and let you know what's new in my neck of the woods. Um, well, as usual, I would like to tell you my Twitter is B.E.E.Channel27 and my blogger is bchannel28.blogspot.com, and I have an Anchor podcast entitled B.E.E.Channel as well. And as you know, I'm about the business of blessing, edifying, and encouraging others to live their best lives. But how could I authentically do that by only showing you the upside? I've been going through a bit of a storm in my life. My father's been sick, and it's been almost a year now, and it's completely turned our lives upside down. And it's kind of caused a struggle in terms of maintaining my weight. But my best guess would be that my sleep needs to improve. Maybe I need to decrease my water and just try to watch my portions and things of that nature. But sometimes it seems like the harder I try, that it actually seems like the scale has a vice grip on that number that I'm trying so hard to escape from. And it makes me wonder sometimes, should I take a fast from weighing myself? And then I tried tracking on my Fitbit. I tried tracking some of the food I was eating again, at least breakfast and snacks and sometimes dinner. I tried cutting back by 1 glass so far, so I was like, I'll cut back by 2 glasses this time and see if that makes a difference, because I feel as though several months back, when I was drinking a different amount of water, the same amount of water that I'm going to be drinking this week, which is 10 cups, I was fine with my weight. But then I upped it to 12 because I saw that I was gaining weight and it just wasn't conducive. So I don't know, and it's just it's difficult to maintain a lot of a large volume of water, in terms of your intake, and it makes you go to the bathroom a lot, to be completely honest. And it's wow. Is it really necessary? You start to wonder. The seltzer water, I was finding that made me bloated, and that they have negligible amounts of sodium in sparkling water. That was one of the things that I discovered. So I was like, no, I'm getting off of that, and I cut back on my sugar. I haven't been doing the brown sugar or honey or white sugar. I've been doing coconut sugar, but of course I still have my ice cream. I decided that Fridays is going to be my treat day, and the rest of the week it'll be frozen Greek yogurt or some other confection that's not ice cream. So a Belvita cookie or a Fiber One cheesecake bar or a Fiber One bar. That would be my snack of choice that I'm going to have. And I try to cut back on the snacks. Instead of having 6, maybe have 3 to 4. And I don't know, it just seems like nothing is really making the scale budge. I try all this stuff, and then okay, I did kind of get a little lax on my exercise, but I feel as though I'm still, some days I've still been walking 5, 6, 7 miles. So I was like, what gives? But I think that really a large portion of it probably is water weight, and maybe I've gained a lot of muscle in my calves from walking, and I worked out a fair amount. So I've seen that there's more definition in my arms and things of that nature, as well as my legs. They look physically bigger, but I feel as though it's more because of the musculature that I've acquired. I've acquired a more muscular physique. So it just feels everything is bigger than it is. So it's kind of frustrating when you look at the scale, because it doesn't reflect what you see in the mirror. So yeah, I just been having a hard time, because I'm not getting enough sleep. I'm stressed out, and I'm not exercising enough. And of course, when you're taking care of an ailing parent, you don't have the time to or my mother, like, she doesn't really have the time, like, to be like cooking 5-course meals, and she's trying to take care of him. So of course, you know, that would lend itself to more takeout. So you just kind of have to watch what you order, how you order. It really presents a challenge. And so also to counteract that, I've been trying to have the protein in the morning and make sure I prep everything ahead of time so I don't have to pick something random to eat. It's like the oatmeal, and I put a bag with oatmeal and banana in it in the fridge, and I make up enough of those for the week. And so it's pre-portioned already, and I make up my snacks ahead of time. And I just feel like discipline just needs to be reestablished in certain areas. That's the biggest thing, that, like, the resounding theme that I'm really noticing, that when I moved every day, it didn't matter that I ate as whatever I was eating. So I need to move more and make a concerted effort to do so, and move in new ways that are exciting instead of just doing the same old boring people all the time. So, like, for instance, I tried Billy Blanks Jr. I didn't know that Billy Blanks had a son, and he does like dance videos and things of that nature. So I try to make it a habit to try something new, or I like to do a lot of body weight stuff too, because I feel like I'm stronger and I feel like I got more confident with doing certain things. Like, I can't do like necessarily a full push-up, but at least I feel like I can go down halfway, which is way more progress than before. I did not have that level of arm strength, and I attribute that to like yoga with all the downward dogs and the planks. You know, that really probably strengthened me more than you realize, and it really takes a lot more strength than people realize to stay upright and things of that nature like that. So it's really difficult, and more difficult than people give it credit for. Give that yoga credit for, you know. And you need a lot of strength, really. It does build strength. So to be completely honest, it just seems like life's upside down right now. My life's totally upside down, and the only thing that's kept me sane is God's word. So I would say to anybody out there, if you feel like you're going down, you feel like you're going under, just call out the Jesus. Call out his name. You don't have to know any fancy scriptures. Just call his name, because there's so much power in that name, and he is willing and able to bear any burden that we give to him, and we surrender it to him. But if we hold on to it, he can't help us with it. So we need to let that burden go, and we need to commune with him as much as humanly possible. And that's one of my saving graces that I believe, is that I recognize the need for that communion with him. So first thing in the morning, I have my quiet time. On the way to work, I have an additional quiet time. Then at night, before I go to bed, so good thoughts can remain in my head. The whole idea is you have to renew your mind. And even if that means taking a few minutes in the middle of the day to just be in a room by yourself and just scream, even if you have to just scream out to God, whatever you have to do, read a devotional, read a scripture that calms you down, pick a scripture that you really like, and whenever you're in a crisis, whenever you're in a trial or tribulation, you hearken back to that scripture, and you keep saying it, and you pray that scripture, you pray that scripture back to God, and you tell him about his goodness and how confident you are in him to solve your problem. And I think that's really crucial for me, is that I've learned to have a deeper relationship with him and to focus on him instead of focusing on people, which don't last. So that's one of the things I've really learned, that you have to focus on God and keep him at the center of your life, and keep him as the first thing, the primary thing in your life. And it really has helped me in more ways than one. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys and let you know where my head is at a little bit, and just chat with you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support in advance. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Whatever you choose to do, as long as you interact with me and, you know, let me know what you think. Give me some feedback, guys. Don't be afraid to give me feedback. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and commenting in advance. Thank you so much for your love and appreciation and your support. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will see you next time. Until then, peace and blessings. Bye-bye.